Every civilization that known to have existed in human history was founded on some kind of religious supernatural belief. 90% of the world's population believes in a higher power. 90% of the US population believe in a higher power. The claim that there is some kind of God is not an extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence. It's a common sense that we have all evolved to guide us to become better adapted to reality. The extraordinary claim is that common sense that we evolved to become better adapted to reality is an illusion that we should stop believing in. The atheists are the ones who are making the extraordinary claim, and the atheists are the ones who need to provide extraordinary evidence. And of course, the reason why they claim that the theist claim is an extraordinary claim is because they need to hold it to a higher standard of evidence. Because if they hold it to the general common sense standard of evidence of preponderance of the evidence, then atheism doesn't have any ground to stand on whatsoever. The preponderance of the evidence clearly supports the belief in a God. The reason why the atheists must characterize the claim that there is a God as an extraordinary claim is because they cannot criticize it as a normal claim because the preponderance of the evidence supports it. And the atheist claim itself has zero evidence to support it. The idea that you cannot prove a negative is nonsense. When the scientific community believed that the universe was static and eternal, they believed that the universe didn't have a creator, and they disproved the claim that the universe had a creator. Of course, the science was wrong. When the science corrected itself and the Big Bang was discovered and the background radiation for the Big Bang was discovered, then the science said, okay, there is a creator. So the science did at one time, when it was wrong, prove that God does not exist, and now the new science proves that God exists. And the reason, and the way atheists avoid admitting that is they start changing the meanings of words. The same way that they say an atheist isn't someone who believes God does not exist, so they can avoid having to make a positive argument. They redefine words like supernatural and creator. The word creator, according to the English language in the Oxford Dictionary, means to bring into existence, to bring something into existence. And the word supernatural in the English language means of a manifestation or event attributed to some force beyond scientific understanding or the laws of nature. Now, according to the English language definitions of the word create and supernatural, the universe has a supernatural creator. The only way to deny that is to make up your own definitions of words or to mischaracterize the claim that there is a God as something extraordinary that needs some kind of extraordinary evidence, as opposed to being a ubiquitous common sense that we all share and we all know exists. The atheists have no evidence whatsoever, no argument whatsoever, no proof whatsoever to support atheism. Atheism is simply pathological denial. So the extraordinary claim is the atheist claim. There is zero, and the atheists are the ones, by their own standards, who are required to provide extraordinary evidence, and they provide none. They provide nothing but cynicism. Atheism is just wrong all the way through, every time. And if you look at these atheists, you can tell that they're just jerks. Find me an atheist who isn't a jerk, who isn't some kind of who doesn't have some kind of nasty or demeaning or condescending thing to say about religion. About 90% of the world's population, we're all idiots, and these pathological cynics are the people we should be listening to. So these institutions that have indoctrinated them so that they can make their go into mortgage-sized debt so that all these academics can make money. Well, yeah, these institutions all deny the existence of God. Atheism is very popular among these institutions that indoctrinate people and re-educate them and fleece them for their money. But in fact, it's your parents and the people who love you and care about you who are not indoctrinating you. They're trying to teach you something to make you a better human being. It's the institutions who are just making money off of you, who are telling you that there's no God and telling you that your parents, the only people who actually love you, are the ones who are fleecing you so that they can exploit you. Meanwhile, you're working at Starbucks and paying $800 a month for your education to be taught that you're better than everybody else, despite the fact that the person you're working at Starbucks next to isn't paying $800 a month in any debt and is actually smarter than you because he didn't waste his money or his time in college. So, you need to know who's what, man. Who's full of crap and who's actually speaking from the heart and who is trying to win because they want something from you, and who is actually seeking the truth, who actually wants to believe what is true. And atheists don't want to believe anything. They are anti-belief. All they are is cynical. The people seeking the truth are not the atheists. You cannot trust atheists. Please like, subscribe, ring bell, do what you got to do. Help support my page. I just started it. I'll be posting more videos, and hopefully at some point I would like to start maybe having some debates with some atheists. But right now I just want to get some likes, and I want to get some subscriptions, and I want to get something going here. So if you can help me, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great life, man.